All right, welcome back to No Bad Cards. I'm the Ulamog, and today I'll be here. My co-host Larry the Elf Lord is indisposed, in distress, indispensed. I don't know, one of those things. Um, and today we'll be looking at the bands. And the first thing I'm going to get out of the way is the Fantasitcar is banned in Legacy. Everyone goes, yay! And it's finally restricted in Vintage. Everyone goes, yay! This is a really clear case of a card that they allowed to stay a little bit longer than it should have. Everyone knew it was busted broken, but they allowed it to stay a little bit longer. Probably should have been banned last cycle. Just nothing really special to be said about this card. It's just kind of busted. For those of you that don't really play Legacy or Vintage, the amount of 0 mana rocks and 2 mana spells available to make the bodies is just an absurd amount, and it's really hard to interact with it because you can play spells like Vexing Bauble, and it doesn't really care because it can be the first spell play. It doesn't care like if you Mind Break Trap the spells or counter the spells. It just cares that they cast it. That's as simple. Thank God it's gone. Nobody's gonna miss it really. All right, moving on to the standard bans. They have banned Badgermole Cub. Huzzah! To be fair, Badgermole Cub could be like viewed as an okay card, except it's not legendary, so they begin to stack, which is why the card is really good. But it makes the green decks very powerful, and they did have some other tools. And I think they gave a reasonable reasonings for it. Yeah, I think it gives a new aspect to the meta in standard. But they didn't just ban Badgermole Cub; they also banned Stormchaser's talents. Yay! Honestly, at first glance, this card doesn't seem that problematic until you play against it. It's been a very powerful card in standard. But I think like one of the issues, especially when you can like self bounce it or it's ultra, is that it can, the prowess monk is like not nothing. Well, the prowess that's not a monk, whatever the token is, the prowess monk token is not nothing. And then when you return an instant or sorcery, it's like pretty powerful. And especially when you can like flicker it, blink it, etc. It gets really good, especially when Nowhere to Run used to exist. But like the fact on like the prowess decks, like it's like a 1-drop that like makes you have late game play. It's pretty good in the Talons decks and like it's just I'm very happy to see it gone. Nobody was really gonna miss this card. But they also didn't stop here. Gran-Gran is gone. Sorry, Sokka. The Fire Nation got her. Um, at a first glance, to somebody that is like not really playing standard, they might wonder why is this card gone, and it's because the lesson decks really are able to use and abuse this card to really dig far into their deck and be able to get free ancestral recalls with well what's the spell? Dang it, I forget what it's called. They have a spell in standard. I'm sure we'll have our editor put it up that allows them to basically if you have the three of the three of the lessons, you get to draw 3 cards instead of like one. But it's also like a pretty reasonably static creature at 1 drop, and the draw and discard is like just good, especially when you care. Also, like the creatures that like get a discount for a number of sorceries and instants in your grave. What's the crab? Eddie Merc crab are pretty good. I think it's accumulated wisdom. Yeah, accumulated wisdom is the spell, so it gets you that far further ahead. And honestly, it's good. The Izzet decks have been in standard for too long. I haven't seen anybody unhappy about these bans. I mean, even if people who played these decks have been pretty reasonably happy. It's a nice shuffle up of standard. It's been a while since Wizards of the Coast finally banned the stuff that's needed to go in a nice way before standard RCQ season began, so people don't have to spend their money on them. Good job, Wizards of the Coast. That's really it.